Hey guys, Veebat here with another V-Plays, and yet again we're on the test of the American 50 cal machine guns to see how they are doing, and it looks like the P40 is on the block for today. So somebody actually mentioned in the comments, they said, I think the P40 might actually be a little bit overpowered now, if anything. Because the P40, I can see that argument, because the P40 has always been a fairly solid aircraft at this tier, so any buffs to it are just going to kind of push it right over the edge. Potentially. Because it does sport 650 cal machine guns, and it does have great altitude and airspeed, which means that it really gets to choose what engagement it wants to get into, and can really put the enemy in a rough spot. Like you can see here, totally able to control that XP44 engagement. Now we're going to go after one of these two. I'm pretty sure I can one-shot past this E. We can get on target here. There, that's what I'm talking about. Look at that attrition. Go ahead and throw on the maneuverability. The pneumatic assist here. Slam on the brakes, believe it or not. But there we go, another solid kill. We'll go for the climb now. And the only reason I'm down here at tier 5 is I actually got to do tier 5 through 7 missions. And I wanted to test this plane out. What do we got over here? It's a Spit. We're going to F4 that because I would really like to not have to go up against it alone. Just because I feel like it's going to consume a lot of time. So we'll take him up to altitude. We'll get him stalled out. That's the goal. Pull him up into the vertical and get him fighting somebody else. Did he stall out? Not quite, but now it's my turn. And we finished him off. Nice. That's what I was hoping for. Like I said, controlling the engagements, that's the advantage. Somebody also asked me in the comments on the last video about making the Zero faster and more resilient. Honest truth, they're tissue paper. They will burn out if you sneeze at them. The advantage they have is that they can outmaneuver anything, but they are truly a one-trick pony if they are engaged by somebody who's using boom and zoom tactics. Then there's nothing that they can do about it, because even when I try to fly those things, I get a heavy that would come in, never turn with me, just always blitz right through what you're looking for. And that plane is early game. It works pretty effective because everybody's just trying to whip the mouse around as fast as they can, because they're all fairly new and don't quite understand the game mechanics. And now you're running into people that know how to do boom and zoom at higher tiers, and the Zeros become less and less effective, in my opinion, and less versatile, because if you're trying to transition to different parts of the map, you're going to find yourselves really hurting, because you're just not going to be able to get there. And now with the American machine gun buff, you're going to be hurting even more. There's Zorro. Have yet to see him in this battle, so let's see what we can do here now. I've actually burned my boost cooler up. I'm not the only one going after him, though. And Zorro went into a head-on against that guy. Didn't quite work out the way he wanted. Part of me's thinking I might want to go after the zone, but I don't know. We've got the rocket here. We're going to go ahead and blitz past him. We got the Hurricane on our ally, and we just slapped hands. We have another multi-roll. Looks like he is diving on me in the Hurricane. We're going to go ahead and use our pneumatic assist. And he is actually going too slow for us to play with. There is the EF-110. I am way too close to their spawn. This is the problem I'm running into now. Uh-oh. This is my own fault. I don't even know why I just did that. Why would I use my med kit? Yeah, that was over. But we did keep him out of the center for a little bit. So, do I spawn in the mid? I think we have enough people in there that I might be able to do it. We're gonna have 4 people all spawning at the same time. It looks like they lost their key quit. I'm sorry, man. You probably were getting beat up, and you're also maybe fairly new. That does happen. There's a key. The engine's out, so we should be able to close distance. The range on these 50 cals is much less than what we're used to at other tiers. That's a nice kill. There's a bomber up really high. I'm not even gonna bother. Lancelot, he's the one that killed me. Maybe I can get an Avenger here if I sneak in. And Winged Legend. Let's actually go after the Zero here. Go for the head-on. And knocked him out. I'm actually finding that I'm getting like hit reg issues where it just takes a minute for the damage, the cumulative damage of the machine guns all walloping on a guy at one time to register until after I pass the target. It reminds me a lot of when I'm shooting at things with like the Yak 9U and the aircraft explodes like a half second after I pull the trigger. Let's get these 50 cals on target. We've been doing really good with ground attackers at other tiers with these new 50 cal buffs. And that's actually not a bad pass. It does not feel like I'm wasting my life away trying to shoot these guys. And relatively effective. Now let's go for the climb. We are actually behind on zones.
A line of thunderstorms is approaching. We'll soon be unable to provide support. Do you copy?
We'll be hurting pretty bad if we lose this airfield. There we go, that's that DPS working in our favor. Oh, now I gotta slow down for you. I thought you were supposed to be the rocket. Holy malarkey, we just picked up an ace.
That's it. There's no way to break through you now.
Oh, so close. Come on, AA, pick him off. 2 hit points, 3 hit points. Ground attacker, human controlled? We did this earlier. A lot more health to play with here. I'm actually gonna go around. We're gonna have that light fighter coming in now. It's Zorro. Zorro lost his tail. And we picked him off with just a brushing pass. Usually you have a tough time doing that with 50 kills. I don't think there's enough stuff for him to shoot down here. I mean, let's be fair. I was hitting that guy that whole time, I think. Just couldn't hear it. Games get confused when you get multiple targets shooting at the same thing. Doesn't know who to give the hit markers to. Oh, look at those fires. We already know we got an ace. I'm just wondering how much more of an ace we got here. We're kind of attriting away what's left of the enemy aircraft. Let's go to this zone. Killing an aircraft over here is going to be super beneficial. That's the spit anyways. Let's get him. We know what he's going to be doing here. Got him and picked up the zone. Zuda. Don't let him get that big cannon on us. Did put us on fire though. I don't know if I have the skills on this guy to put this out. There, put it out. Sweet. Woo! Not too bad. 27,000. So it was still a good game. It was a close battle, but man, I was not expecting that. I just decided to throw the recording on. In fact, I started recording late, so I'm glad I hit the button. I'll be really embarrassed if I find out I didn't. Let's go ahead and get to the endgame results screen because I want to see how much further past ace we got on this one. Of course, yielded some decent parts. How many candy canes do we get for that? I mean, yes, 1 for the 8,000, but yeah, they gave me 3 for this one, and I think, did I complete a mission? Is that why? I did, I completed a mission, but that only counts for 1 extra candy cane. How did I get 3? I don't know how this thing's tailing him, because I was at 45 before, and it's only showing me one candy cane here and one candy cane here. But yeah, we got 26 aircraft destroyed, and only 3 of those were air defense, so the rest were full-on aircraft. 9 multi-rolls, 8 light fighters, 4 heavies, and 2 attack aircraft for 5,100 damage. Whew, not too shabby. 18 while defending. Another, was it 26 total were destroyed, assisted in 4 others. Clearly far and above everyone. So that comment about the P-40 possibly being overpowered, maybe. I don't necessarily think it's that this aircraft is overpowered as much as it might now be more on par with the 109 series. Just because the 109s always had the better guns for the overall DPS because they had a mix of cannons. Now these 50s are doing just fine on their own. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and for those of you that are big fans of the American line but always wish that they had that little extra oomph, it seems to be proving a consistent trend of just making them a much more playable aircraft line, and it's just going to validate the continued progress some of you are making on the Mustang series. So hopefully those of you on the P-51A are also getting some good luck, because I hear only having 450 cals feels pretty lethargic. It's been a while since I've flown that plane. So anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video, and as always, I'll catch you on the next one.